guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own Wink of Stella / Spectrum Noir clear overlay. This worked out way cheaper than buying new markers all the time. So in all of my cards you'll see that I always tend to use one of my sparkle pens just to add in, you know, some form of effect to make it pop. So like in this card right now, in the back in the ocean, you can see I have a little bit of that sparkle, not a lot. And then, you know, other cards I don't use it, but here again you'll see it on these flowers how much shimmer that card has. Again on the gift baskets, and then I didn't use any on that one, and then on my washing machine. And I love adding that because it just gives you that extra little bit, because I'm not a big fan of like actual glitter because it just goes everywhere. So having this really helps. But like I said, the Spectrum Noir sparkle pens, I used to pay like £4 for like maybe, I think it was for like one. I'll let you guys know in a second. Let me just go on to my last purchase that I ever ordered with that. But I was like, I wonder if there's a way of creating your own. And one day I was just on YouTube and an advert came up and it showed me a new product, and I thought that could work. So I have like the old Spectrum Wink of Stella pen, and then I also bought one of the newest ones, and as you can see they changed the packaging. I'm not a big fan of it, just because I just find it doesn't work the same. I feel like they've changed it and it's not necessarily something I personally like. That is just my own personal preference. So the last time I ordered my Spectrum Noir Sparkle Clear Overlays was the 28th of November in 2022, and they were £9.95. So if we do a price comparison right now, let me just get my calculator. So £9.95 for 3 is £3.32. So it's not that expensive, but I do find now that they're a lot more expensive for the same thing. So let me just click on this real quick, if I can find it. So the seller I used to buy it off doesn't no longer sell it, but as you can see, I'm just doing some swatches for you guys so you can see. So I'm doing it on white cardstock and black cardstock. So the difference between like Wink of Stella and Spectrum Clear is that Wink of Stella has more of a gold hint to it, whereas the Spectrum Clear has more of like a iridescent silver glitter to it. I did recently do a video quite a couple of years ago comparing them when I first started crafting. And like I said, I used to use my Wink of Stella pen the most, and then when I came across the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Clear, that became my go-to, and it still is. There is only one issue though, like it does overflow if you you squeeze it too hard, and that is definitely what I do all the time. But I just find it's been very helpful to add some glitter to my cards, because like I said, normal glitter will just get everywhere, it sticks to everything, and it's hard to get rid of once you've got it. And it's not personally my favorite thing to deal with, so yeah. Anyways, so for the Spectrum Noir Glitter Clear Overlays now, it's £13.09. So give me a pen, I can write this down real quick. It's right on the back of here, it's fine. So I was paying £31.32. So if we do £13.19 divided by 3, it went to £4.40. So £4.40 minus £3.32. It went up by £1.08, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you constantly are buying supplies all the time, it does add up. And you know, I just wanted to find something that was more eco-friendly, and like I said, I came across this on YouTube. It just popped up in my video as an advert, and I thought, I wonder if that'll work. So they showed you a clip of the girl using it, and I was like, for the price of it, I'm gonna buy it and we're gonna see if it works. So it's the best thing I've ever purchased, just saying. So you'll see me using it in a second. So all I did is I took apart my old Stella pen to reuse it. I used hydrogen peroxide to clean it. As you can see, it's not fully clean because I was rushing it. I didn't want to, wait. But somebody told me that maybe try using rubbing alcohol. The thing is, we can't buy rubbing alcohol in the UK. At least I've not found it. I know somebody said I can buy it online, but the price of it is just ridiculous for what it is. Like, I'm not paying that for something that I only need for, like, one item. And, like, I got told that, oh, you can buy it in, like, chemists and stuff like that. Not in the UK. Because it's classed as an acid and a disinfectant, you aren't allowed to purchase it over the counter, which is really weird and stupid, but, I just honestly don't get it at all. Like, so, yeah, I had hydrogen peroxide for a while, because I used it for when I used to get a lot of nosebleeds a lot, and hydrogen peroxide was the best way to get rid of blood out of, like, my t-shirts and stuff. So, anyways, so what I'm using is the WINSOR and Newton, which is the same brand as my Pro markers, so I'm so happy about that. I knew it was going to be a good product. But it's the watercolor medium, it's the iridescent medium color, and you get 75 mils, and that is insane to me. So this is going to last me a long time. And as you can see, I'm just doing a swatch of without diluting it, without doing anything to it, and you can see how pigmented that is. So, I think that would be, like, great if I just wanted to do, like, snow scenes, and I just wanted the whole thing to be shimmery and whatnot. But here you can see I'm just using a tiny bit out of the lid, and I'm going to add a little bit of water. And the more you dilute this, the better it is. And, like, you'll see when I start to fill up my bottle and whatnot, it is amazing how much it changed just by adding a little bit more water into it. So I highly recommend giving this a go. So originally I did talk through my video, like, as I was filming it, but because I had my fan on next to it, the audio wasn't great, and all you can hear is my fan, and I just don't like that noise in the background. So when I was filming this, we were literally just getting over a heat wave that we just had for, like, 4 continuous days of having, like, 30+ degree heat. And I always get people messaging me saying, oh, UK people, they're always complaining it's too hot. It's not that bad. We get, like, 40, 50 degrees here. And the thing is, like, I've always said to people, it's like, you can't really complain, but you can't compare it to others, because, like, a lot of people that are commenting or messaging me about the heat and, like, oh, you need to stop complaining, stop whinging, if you can come into the UK in summer and survive without complaining, I'll apologize to you straight away. But I've had 3 people that have done this, and that then after they've finished their holiday of a week when we've had our heat waves, they've come back to me and messaged me saying, oh my god, you were not kidding. So the UK heat is totally different from, like, the States and stuff, and the reason for that being is because you can hear it's raining right now. But basically the reason why we struggle so much in summers is because, one, we don't have ACs in our homes, and our houses are built to keep the heat in for winter, because obviously we have colder winters, but obviously with global warming and stuff, it is picking up, and we are having more issues with that. We're having wilder winters, so I don't really think we need to build our houses like we do anymore. But anyways, I'm sorry about my light flashing. It's just because I'm zoomed in for you guys, but it's insane. Anyways, so yeah, our houses aren't built for the summers, and like I said, I think people, like me personally, I don't mind when it gets to certain temperatures as long as it cools down overnight. So then that way, you can open your windows and have, like, a cool breeze come through, and it cools the room down again. It doesn't bother me. But when we have, like, continuous heat where even at nighttime it does not cool down, it becomes, like, almost like walking into, like, an oven constantly, and it just is an uncomfortable feeling. And Yeah, honestly, a lot of people that I get a message from is it's just kind of funny because like, oh, you know, we survive and we're like 40 plus, and I'm like, yeah, but you've got to think about it. Where you work, your cars, your supermarkets, your bus stations, your train stations, whatever it is, all have AC. Even you guys' homes, you have AC. So the moment you leave the house is like the only time you experience the heat. The moment you get into your car, your AC turns on and you're fine. If you if you can stand outside in your heat for an hour continuously, then fair enough. I'll hats off to you. Maybe we are complaining too much, but there's a lot of videos actually going out on YouTube from people from America who have come to the UK, experienced summer in the UK, and have took back saying that we are complainers. So yeah, I just find it really funny watching those. But yeah, here I am like making my mixture. So I did about 1.5 drops of the iridescent medium and probably like 12 15 drops of water. And honestly, it's amazing. You will need like a syringe or a pipette or something like that just so it helps you fill up your Wink of Stella pen or your Spectrum Noir pen. My air freshener was trying to go off there. But I don't know if you can take apart the Spectrum Noir pens. I haven't tried because I don't have an empty one. So we're going to have to wait and see. But my Wink of Stella pen does come apart and whatnot. Do keep the little metal ball, by the way, in that pen. So when you use your thing, when you shake it, it has the same effect. So here I am, just filling that up. And honestly, best thing. So this is definitely eco-friendly. Like I said, this stuff's going to last me a long time. So I don't have to go out and buy any more of my normal pens. So I'm saving money. I think I paid £10, maybe £11 for my medium off of eBay. Let me just go into my eBay account and I'll tell you how much I paid for my iridescent medium. £10.50 I paid for it, and it was free delivery, and I got it within 2 days of ordering it, so it definitely worked, and it was definitely value for money. Everything I used is going to be linked for you guys. Let me know if you've tried this, because honestly, I wish I had known about this a long time ago. Like I said, I use my Spectrum Noir pen on pretty much every project I do, so. Anyways, here I am now, just squeezing that out, getting it to fill the other end, and here we're going to swatch it onto my card. So it is very similar to the Spectrum Noir clear overlay because it has the same like pigments to it, especially with the amount of water and stuff I do to dilute it, but honestly, it's so cool. I do actually bring in 2 different color Spectrum Noir overlay pens, just to show you that you can buy different ones. Something I wanted to try, but obviously I don't have any more of my pens empty, but I was wondering if maybe like I could add the iridescent medium to like distress inks. Like, I know obviously distress oxide reinkers, they're gonna react with the water, so it probably wouldn't work, but if I was to buy distress ink reinkers, just the normal ones, and add this, maybe I could make my own colored glitter pens. I don't know, but I think if once I get another clear pen, I will try that, and I think I'll probably try it with like a blue color or something, because obviously I use that more. I think like blue is probably my most go-to color when it comes to my card making, because I use blue for my skies, oceans, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna label my Wink of Stella pen, so I know it's not a Wink of Stella pen anymore, and it's this iridescent medium. So if you ever see me with this in my hand in any of my videos, you'll know it's the clear overlay. It's not. It's the iridescent. And I've had this label maker for 5 years now. I do actually need to buy some of the refills for it. But again, it's been getting harder and harder to find, like the the labels. But yeah, anyways, we're not going to keep talking. I'm just going to show you guys the end results, and I hope you guys found this helpful. If you do, make sure you like and subscribe. Go and follow me over on my Instagram. If you want to see more videos of stuff like this, then let me know, and I'll see if I can think of any other things that I can try. But I'm so happy with this, and like I said, I don't even know like how many mils are in a Spectrum Noir pen normally. Let's have a look. Will it tell me how many mils in Spectrum Noir Sparkle pens? So here I am, I'm just testing it out so you see the difference. Okay, it's about 3 mils of liquid. So 3 mils, that's insane. Okay, 75 divided by 3. So I can actually get like 25 pens worth out of this thing if I was to put just 3 mils of the liquid straight in, but because I'm diluting it, I'm probably going to get way more than that. I reckon I can get an extra like 10 out of it. So I probably can get like 250 uses out of this stuff. So highly recommend. But here you go. Can you guys see the difference? Because I couldn't, and I was absolutely loving it. I was like, oh my god, you know. So yeah, it really does stand out. And it's amazing. So I highly recommend giving this a try out. And yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. But I'm going to end the video in a second. Like I said, you'll just see me in a second do 2 swatches of a coloured one. But this stuff is what you need to look for. But here you can see me trying to figure out how many mils is in this pen while I'm live. And I just couldn't do it. So I thought it might have been on like the packaging. And it's not even on the packet. So it's really weird. But here I'm going to just swatch this for you guys and you can see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to insert the music for this last little bit, but I will see you guys in my next video. Oh.